Yes, there is actually one simple thing you can do to maximize your profits on the river that you're not doing. Actually, it's something that you are doing that you need to stop doing, and we are going to get into that, I promise. Okay, look, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Marty, how can you possibly know what I'm doing or not doing on the river? It's because I watch you play poker. Oh, I'm watching you. I'm watching you 8 hours a day. I'm a floor man, as you know, a floor man at the Lucky Lady Casino. The Lucky Lady, by the way. I mean, why have you not been in yet? Say hi. Well, let's chat a bit. I love a good bad beat story. Yeah. Then, pull up a chair, and as my good friend Richard might say, let's play some poker. Okay, so the river and what you need to stop doing. But first, real quick, let's check in on those idiots Lex and Marty. I think they might have got lost in the desert.
That one's split.
That one is split.
So that one.
They're all split.
It's easy to see how people get lost in there. That trail just disappears.
There's a chance we're lost. And the sign said, what did it say?
Do not die today.
Don't die today. Do not die today. Day ain't over yet. Okay, before we headed out to Joshua Tree, I popped into the Hollywood Park Casino, played a few hands. Let's talk about them before we circle back to talk about what you need to stop doing on the river. Okay, early on in the session, I pick up ace-jack suited, ace-jack of clubs. It's the big blind. I've got a suited ace. Looks great. There's a couple folds. A player opens to 25. We have two callers. It's back on us. And I just call. I really do want to see a flop closing out the action. And the flop comes queen, 10, deuce, rainbow. And I just check it in flow. I am pretty much going to check 100% of my hands when I have three players still left to act behind me. It gets checked all the way around. And there's a king on the turn. Can I please take back my check on the flop? Because now I have the nuts. No, you can't take back that check. But anyways, with this beautiful new king on the turn, I check again. And this I do not like. What was I hoping? I was hoping that somebody was going to bet for me. Then I could raise them. But that would look so strong that they'd probably fold anyway. So I should have just let out on the turn. But I didn't. I checked. Gets checked around, and then on the river here you can see I do finally bet my own pot, but no one calls me, and we take down a nice little pot to start the day. It's not as big as I'd like it to be. We're greedy as poker players. We want the pots to be, all the pots to be very big, but anyways, we are happy with this pot.
Yeah, he raised.
Oh, wait, it was a straddle.
He
raised.
No, it was a straddle. All right, this is maybe a few orbits later. I pick up king, queen suited under the gun, and as you just heard me say, I made a joke about, haha, I meant to straddle. What I did was I did a quick little min raise, just to feel a bet, just to build the pot in case I smash it, which I do with a king, king, 4 flop. So I lead out there for 25, as you can see I'm doing. The nice thing about this flop is, if I have 9s or 10s or jacks, I'm still going to lead out. So people aren't going to instantly say, oh, he's got a king. All right, so we get one caller, we get a couple folds, and then a little card on the flop. And at this point, I really go into the tank, trying to figure out the best way to get as much money in as possible. I've lately decided that I'm playing too quickly and that I make too many mistakes when I play quickly, so I need to slow down and take my time. But boy, oh boy, do I really slow down and take my time. As you can see, I still am thinking and looking and dropping chips, and I hopefully not making too much of a show of it. But I finally grab a big stack here, and I decide to put out 80. He quickly folds, and I win this nice, decent, small size pot. see I'm a little late to the party on this one. I only started filming the hand
Straight, right?
at the river when it was all over. When I made that straight, what happened was I'm in the small blind. We got the 6-8. There were 4 limpers. So we see a flop of 5-5-4. It gets checked all the way around. The turn is a 7, so I make a straight on the turn. Once again, making the straight on the turn. So I bet 15. I actually get raised to 50, and I just called. The river's a king, and I check because I'm in small blind. He bets out 60. And I just call. I guess I could have raised, but I just call. He did have trips. In fact, 3 5s, but I win with my straight. Great hand. Okay, right now I have pocket 9s in the small blind. The under the gun +1 opens to 20. It's folded around to me. I call. The big blind calls. So we are 3 ways to a flop. The flop is the ace 7-2. I check. The big blind checks, and under the gun bets 25, and we both fold. Simple hand, right? Yes and no. Lately, I have been really going out on a limb, and I would say misplaying these middle pairs. I want to even call them small pairs. People call 8s and 9s middle pairs. No, 10s and jacks maybe are middle pairs. But anyways, I have gotten all in with some questionable 9s twice, a couple times jacks. Over at the Hustler, I got all in pre-flop with jacks against aces. I just feel like I've been really misplaying these little medium to lower pairs, and I've got 7s a couple times. I got 9s once, and I was just happy that in this session I managed to get away from these hands cheaply, properly, without making too many mistakes. And now it's time for the hand of the week. The hand of the week, brought to you by the Ford Motor Company. The Ford Motor Company. Seriously, Ford, I love your truck. You give me a truck, I talk about no, too. That's not a good trade at this point yet. You wait, you're gonna wish you jumped on this bandwagon when it was cheap. Been one of those sessions where I've been hovering at about even, winning pots, losing pots, staying about even. I have 400 in front of me when this hand goes down. I have the 3-5 and the small blind. Under the gun limps. Oh, more on that later. Under the gun limps. There's a couple more limpers, button limps. I'm the small blind with my 3-5. I just check. The big blind checks. 6 of us are going to see a flop, which is ace, deuce, 4. Not bad for the 3-5. Yeah, that's the straight. That's the nuts right now. I'm first to act. I check. Big blind checks. Under the gun checks. Check, check. Gets to the button. Decides to lead out for $30. This particular player has slow played 2 monster hands in the last 15 minutes. He's twice flopped top 2 pair and checked them on the flop. Now he's leading out, and I'm like, what could you possibly have? Doesn't matter because I have the nuts. I'm thankful. Seems too early to raise. I don't want to scare him off, maybe entice somebody else to make a bad call. So I just call. The big blind folds, and under the gun raises it up to 105. Okay. It folds around to the button who made the initial bet. He doesn't think very long, and he folds. All right, so he had nothing. Now it's back on me. I've got the nuts. He has check raised me. I've got 400 in my stack. He has about 500 or 600 in his stack. What do you do? I mean, what do you do right now? You've got the nuts. You got the hook in. You got him. You got to. Okay, seriously, what do you do? Think about it. Take a moment. Think about it. You've got the nuts. He has check raised you. It's another 80 to you, give or take. What do you do? Well, me simply calling might actually set off some alarm bells. But if I raise now, after checking, calling, if I raise now, he can convince himself that I'm trying to make a move. And that's what I want him to think. I want him to think that I'm crazy, that I'm making a move. So I think about it, but I don't think about it for too long. I don't do a crazy Hollywood performance, but I think about it, and I think about it, and I realize it's going to be an all-in. Hope he's got a real big piece of this. I go all in for about $400, and while he does not snap call, he doesn't take too long before saying, well, I can't fold. He's got pocket 4s. He does call. It's a clean run out for me. Take down a nice big $800 pot. But let's kind of talk about where he made his mistake, and that would be limping under the gun with a small pair. Limping under the gun with a small pair is asking for trouble. You're letting both blinds see the flop for basically free. It's a dicey move. I mean, I get it. A little pair, you don't want to bloat that pot, but man, coming in under the gun for a limp is almost always a bad idea. Take that to the bank, just like I took that $800 to the bank. Actually, no one takes $800. Who takes money to the bank after winning it at poker? Now you just dinner. What do you want, babe? Take your wife out. As I mentioned at the beginning, I'm a floor man, and a big part of a floor man's job is watching people play poker. I watch people play poker. I I walk around the room. Why? To protect the integrity of the game. Now, poker players love to have somebody sweat their hand, as in, here's what I've got. Isn't this exciting? Share this with me. So as I wander the floor, watching and protecting the integrity of a game, sure enough, people see me and like to flash me their cards. Okay, at that point, I'm stuck giving my best poker face and not walking away. If I walk away, I'm saying they don't have a good hand. They're not going to win. It's not interesting enough for me to stick around and watch. I get to practice my poker face all day long. Let me tell you about this hand that I saw just yesterday. I'm walking the floor. I'm standing behind the dealer watching the hand play out, and the player in the number 1 seat flashes me her cards. Jack 4 of hearts. I look over. We've already seen a flop. The flop is 3, Queen, 7 with 2 hearts. She's got 2 hearts in her hand, looking for a flush, obviously. The player in the 6th seat bets out on the flop. Player in the 1 seat just calls. The turn is a 6, no heart, so still didn't get that flush. Player in the 6th seat bets out again. Player in the 1 seat calls. River's a 5, no heart, didn't get her flush. Player in the 6th seat finally slows down, checks. Player in the 1 seat checks it back. So it's check, check on the river, time for a showdown, and no one wants to turn over their hand. No one wants to turn over their hand for some reason. I can't say anything. I'm sitting there stone-faced. Finally, the player in the 6th seat turns over their kings. Player in the 1 seat kind of nods, and everybody's like, oh, you're going for a flush. You didn't get it. She throws her hands into the muck. The dealer awards the pot to player in 6th seat. And because you're pretty sharp, I bet you've already figured out what happened here. Yeah, the player mucked the winning hand. What did the player in the 1 seat have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a straight, using the 4 in her hand. When it goes check, check, you turn over your hand. Why? The only way you can ever win a pot is by showing 2 cards. So unless you turn over 2 cards, you're never going to get that pot. But I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, but I'm embarrassed because I played shitty cards. Good. There's a phrase in poker called marketing expense. It's when you play a couple shitty cards and it costs you some money, but then you get to flip over those shitty cards you played. And now everyone at the table thinks you're a wild man, especially if you're the type of person who's embarrassed about showing bad cards. That means you probably don't play bad cards very often. Let people know when you do that you're unpredictable, that you're willing to play Jack 4 under the gun, off suit, because you fucking felt like it, right? I also know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Marty, I've never thrown away the winning hand. Yes, you have. You have. We all have. I've misread my hand. Everybody's misread their hands. When you get caught up looking for one thing, like, oh, I really want to get this straight. I've got a pair, but what I really want is a straight. Oh, I didn't get the straight. Oh, he's got pocket aces. And you didn't realize that you rivered top pair, bottom pair. It happens. It happens all the time. Turn your hand over at the river. It might not seem like a big thing, but this is a very big thing. I'm watching people lose lots of money. Don't be embarrassed about playing shitty cards. Be proud. And hopefully you'll have backed into a hand that you didn't see. And hey, for some reason, if you're just checking this out for the first time, check out this video here and watch all of them. I hear YouTube loves it when people watch watch all 20. What else are you doing tonight? You watching Mr. Beast? No. I'll give away $1. Mr. Beast giving away millions of dollars. I promise to give you $1 if you, I don't know how I can prove it or how, but tell you what, you come into Lucky Lady and you say, Marty, I watched all 25 of your videos straight through. I'm gonna give you a brand new blue Lucky Lady Lucky Dollar chip. You don't even have to do it now. Now you just have to come in and say, Marty, give me $1 and I'll do it. Okay, see you later.